Hello everybody, Interi back again with another video. First of all guys, I want to thank you everybody for my latest video, for commenting. This video, it's a record for my channel. I have never had this many comments. I think I have over 100 comments after the Wimbledon final last on Sunday last week. And you are writing so many comments to me. Thank you very much, guys. And I have read all the comments. I always read all the comments, guys. So I want to say to you all big thank you. It was a very tough day for me last Sunday after that Wimbledon final. You could clearly see that in my video. Because like you all know, I am a huge Roger Federer fan, but I'm a very objective Roger Federer fan. I am not a biased Roger Federer fan, so I am always honest. No matter who I cheer on, Roger, Novak or Rafa, in this case Roger of course, I will always be objective in my view of how I comment tennis, how I predict tennis, and how I analyze tennis. But it is not a tragedy, guys. Nobody has died. So it is only sports. Like one guy, he wrote to me, he said to me, he actually said it in my language, in my first language, he said it is only sport. And he is right, guys, it is only sport. Even though it hurts a lot, because, you know guys, in sport you win or you lose. And in tennis, in this beautiful sport that we have, that we love, we don't have any draws, so you will win or you will lose. But the big issue, the big problem when it comes to me, and when I cheer on a player like I do with Federer, when you have match points and you don't convert, then it hurts to me. And this video will be about: has Roger Federer lost his last match after having match points? Because now, guys, Roger Federer has lost 22 matches after having match points. I don't know if you guys know that, but I can inform you that it has happened to him now 22 times, and already 2 times this year. First time that happened this year, it was in Madrid against Dominic Thiem, and the second time that has happened to him this year, clearly it was in this painful Wimbledon final last week against Novak Djokovic, where he had 2 match points in his own serve. Has Roger Federer lost his last tennis match after having match points? Will this happen? Will this continue to happening him? Yes, I think it will, guys. I truly believe it will. Roger Federer is losing tennis matches after having match points more or less, guys, more or less every single year. If you go back and watch his results, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, it is happening him basically every single year, guys. We all remember it happened to him last year against Juan Martín del Potro in Indian Wells final. He had exactly the same situation there as he had against Novak Djokovic. He had his own serve in the third set. He led 40-15, but he made some horrible decisions, and Del Potro turned that around and won that match later on in the tiebreak, exactly like Djokovic did in this Wimbledon final as well. So no, I definitely don't think we have seen Roger Federer losing for the last time after having match points. This is a pattern that is haunting him. And I have read some comments, some of you guys, some of you, or maybe one, I don't remember exactly, said that was bad luck. I don't really agree about that, guys. Yeah, maybe it was bad luck, but you can be unlucky 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, but you cannot be unlucky 22 times, guys. So that is not about a bad luck. Roger Federer is an unbelievable tennis player. He is a phenomenal tennis player. He is, maybe, I am not quite sure, because this you can't prove. He maybe is the greatest talent, the greatest tennis talent that we have ever seen. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure about this because Djokovic and Rafa Nadal, they are pretty talented as well. But when it comes to being mental tough, Roger Federer is not mental tough, guys. He is mental tough. I'm not saying that he's mental weak. You cannot be mental weak and win 20 Grand Slam titles and win 102 tennis titles overall. But to compare Roger with Novak and Rafa, his two biggest rivals, he is not even as close as mental tough and those two guys. Just look at those two guys' stats. I think Rafael Nadal has lost only 3 matches after having match points, and Novak Djokovic, he is the best. He has only lost 2 matches, I believe, after having match points. And Roger, 22 matches. So that is not a coincidence. That is not bad luck. 22 times, guys. It is pretty obvious that it is not bad luck. Alright, guys? So no, Roger Federer has definitely not won his last, has not lost his last tennis match after having match points. This will happen to him again. Because look, guys, I've seen Roger Federer play tennis since 2001. When the matches get close, when the matches get tight, when he's almost winning them, he can and he gets very, very nervous. Especially against Djokovic and Nadal, but against other players as well, guys. If you look at the match points that Roger had against Del Potro in last year's Indian Wells final, Roger did horrible decisions. He made some ridiculous drop shots. They were not even good drop shots, guys. So Roger, when he has match points, he get careful. He get afraid. He is not brave enough. He doesn't make good decisions. Just look at the match points he had against Djokovic. The first match point, the first match point that he had, he landed the second serve. He missed the first serve. He landed the second serve. And Djokovic makes a pretty good return. And that return was on Roger's backhand side. So Roger should take that ball with his backhand. But Roger is so afraid of taking the ball with his backhand, so he goes around to take it with his forehand. And he doesn't have the time, he doesn't have the timing enough to hit that forehand good enough. So, because that shot shouldn't be hit by a forehand. It should be hit by a backhand. But Roger is so unsecure, he has so bad confidence with his backhand, so he is stubborn and he takes it with the forehand and he did the unforced error. The second match point, it was Roger landed the first serve. Not an amazing first serve, but a decent serve. A decent first serve. He was trying to land it on the tee, but it was not on the tee, it was on Novak's strike zone. Anyway, Novak returned it, but it was a solid return from Novak, but not a fantastic return. It was a return that Roger could do much more damage with. What did Roger do? He's, once again, very careful, afraid. He is feeling the pressure. He is feeling that he is very close to winning. And he hits a very, very not amazing forehand. Not depth, not power, not placement. And what does he do? Even worse, he approaches the net with that shot. And a rock-solid player like Novak Djokovic, he will just say thank you very much for this gift. And he just passed Roger very easily. Novak Djokovic and Rafa Nadal never does this kind of things in big moments, guys. They will never do, because they are much tougher mentally than Roger Federer. And this is not a coincidence, guys. When I was watching the match, I said to my brother and to my sister, Roger needs an ace. If he doesn't do an ace, he will not win this match. He will not win this match. And he couldn't find an ace when he needed that the most. He did 25 aces in total in that match, but when he needed the ace the most, he couldn't find it. And when the rally was on, I knew that Roger would make horrible decisions, because I have seen that very often in the past. He has done it before. I remember a match against Marat Safin back in 2005. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I know it. I remember it because I followed Roger Federer since 2001. He had a match point against Marat Safin in that Australian Open semi-final 2005, in that fourth set tiebreak. He had one match point, Roger Federer, in that fourth set tiebreak. One match point he had. He missed the first serve, and he then served the second serve. And the second serve, he landed. And what does Roger do? He approaches the net on a second serve against Marat Safin in a match point in that semi-final. Once again, Roger very unsecure. Roger very not a good decision maker. He just make a horrible decision. You cannot go on the net on a second serve in a match point. If you do that on the first, on your first serve, yeah, I can buy that. But on your second serve, no, you cannot do that. Of course, Roger lost a point, and later on even lost a match in the fifth set, and in my opinion even lost a Grand Slam title, because Leighton Hewitt was waiting the final, and we all know that Leighton Hewitt was the runner-up, because the winner will be Safin or Federer. In that case, it became Safin, because we all know that the winner of that match was a huge favorite to defeat Leighton Hewitt. So now Roger Federer has lost 2 Grand Slam titles, in my opinion, in his career. The first one was that in 2005 against Marat Safin, and the second one was clearly against Djokovic last week in this Wimbledon final. So no, guys, my conclusion to this is that Roger Federer has not lost his last tennis match after having match points. He will continue to do this. He's doing this every single year. I just hope, dear God, that he has lost his last match after having match points in a Grand Slam final, because that was not fun to watch. Not as a Roger Federer fan, but of course as a Novak Djokovic fan, for sure it was very, very fun for you. But I truly hope that Roger Federer has lost his last slam after having match points in a Grand Slam match. I truly hope, especially in a Grand Slam final, especially. If he does it in the third or fourth round, never mind, like he did against Kevin Anderson last year's Wimbledon in that quarterfinal. But I truly hope that he has done it for the last time in a Grand Slam final. But even there, I am not sure, guys. I really am not sure. Roger Federer is not a player you can trust on when the big points arrives. He really is not, guys, because he gets stressed, he gets tight, he gets afraid, guys, and then he comes with all the horrible decisions, like going on the net on the second serve, or like taking wrong decision to take the forehand or the backhand. I have seen it so many times, and I think we will see it in the future as well. But I truly hope that we have seen it for the last time in a Grand Slam final, at least. That is my hope, guys. So, and Roger Federer, that he has lost 22 tennis matches after having match points, that is not a coincidence. I swear to you guys, that is not a coincidence, guys. It is one thing if a player saves the match points by playing good, then just applause the player, guys. Applause the player and say, very good done, very, very good to you. But when you have match points and you're giving the match points for free to your opponent, then you can't applaud the player, guy. You can't applaud the player like he did against Djokovic. The first one first error. The second one, a very, very bad approach onto the net with no depth, no power, no placement. It's like giving a fish to a shark, guys. If you give a fish to a shark, what will he do? Of course, he will eat that fish immediately. So, and that's what Roger Federer did against Novak Djokovic. He gave the fish to a shark, and Novak, of course, he just thanked and said, "Thank you very much. I'm eating this fish." So, so that's it, guys. My conclusion is that no, we have not seen Roger Federer losing his last tennis match after having match points. He will continue to do that, guys. He will continue to do this, guys. I truly believe that he will continue to do this. He is doing this every single year, guys. He really is doing. He has done it already 2 times this year. Like I said, I just hope that he has done it for the last time in a Grand Slam final. I just hope that he has done it for the last time in a Grand Slam final, guys. And it is not unluck to lose 22 tennis matches after having match points. It is not unluck. It is to be mental weak. Not not mental weak compared to all other players, because he has won 20 Grand Slam titles and 102 tennis titles overall, but he's definitely much weaker mentally than both Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. That's for sure. That is not even an opinion. That is a fact. When I say that Roger Federer is much more mentally weak than Novak Djokovic and Rafa Nadal in clutch big moments, that is not even an opinion. That is a fact. That is a fact, guys. And if somebody of you says that, no, Roger is as strong and tough mentally as Djokovic and Nadal, then guys, I'm sorry to say it, guys, but you are not understanding tennis. You are not understanding tennis, guys. Because that is not an opinion, that is a fact. And the facts are saying that. We have proof to that, guys. 22 matches after losing match points. 22 matches, guys. We are not talking over 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. 22. Djokovic 2 matches, Rafael Nadal 3 matches. That's it, guys. Alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye-bye.